Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Story Archives. This one's a surprise one. We didn't even know we were going to do it, but at the end of our last Severance episode, we started going down rabbit holes about the new Harry Potter series on HBO, all the casting decisions, some of the controversial ones, like who was cast as Albus Dumbledore, who was cast as Snape, all those things. We go deep into those conversations. Let us know what you think of the decisions if you're looking forward to that series. And we also drop some like milestones for the channel. So if we hit 10K subs, maybe y'all get a surprise. If we hit 100K subs, maybe you get us taking a Thanos Gauntlet show from Story Archives and we end up doing a full in-depth podcast coverage on it. Tune in. You'll see what we talk about. Until then, enjoy the episode. I keep on hearing rumors of the Harry Potter series. There's going to be 7 episodes for the first season, supposedly. I'm not really a big fan of the casting choices so far.
Same.
I'm not a big fan. Look, I like John Lithgow. I just don't picture him as Dumbledore.
No.
I'm also not a fan. Like, I don't even mind. Obviously, Snape's not black. They casted a black guy as Snape.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you will with that. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. Like, I remember people got pissed that Little Mermaid was black. I personally don't care too much. It's because, like, here's my take on it. James Bond has always been white, right? Okay? But if Idris Elba was selected to be the next James Bond, I would actually, he's like in my top 3 of choices that I would want to play the next James Bond. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Obviously, Snape, the description of him in the book is white guy with long black hair.
Yeah, pale.
Dark. Yeah, pale.
Yeah.
I think it's just who they chose that I'm not convinced yet. If he can convince me and be badass in the role, fantastic. But
I didn't recognize the name.
He's in Gangs of London. I've seen that show. It's absolutely gruesome. Gruesome.
It is a very gruesome show.
I want to watch it so bad again, but it's so gruesome that it's distractingly gruesome.
Is he the main guy in Gangs of London?
He's one of the main guys in Gangs of London, yeah. He's a good actor. I'm just saying, and John Lithgow's a great actor. I just saw him in Conclave, okay? I just don't know if I picture him as Dumbledore. Dumbledore is arguably maybe one of the most important castings of the damn show. Look, a lot of them are very important castings. Dumbledore is very important. Obviously, the main trio is going to be the most important to get right.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, Ron has to be a ginger. If they don't make him a ginger, you're going to have fans that erupt if he does not have red hair and his whole family is not like...
He needs to. So, like, you can't break that. Harry Potter, on the other hand, I feel like... Is it a smarter move? We're going down a rabbit hole for a moment. Is it a smarter move?
Everybody loves Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter.
We've covered the episode, so if you're sticking with us still, thank you. Please like and subscribe to the show.
You can literally see the Deathly Hallows sitting on my shelf there because I plan on doing a reread of the whole series pretty soon.
Is it a smarter decision to try and cast a who's the guy that played Harry Potter? Why am I spacing on his name?
Daniel Radcliffe?
Yes, thank you. I knew it was Daniel something. Okay. Is it smarter to try and cast a Daniel Radcliffe lookalike or just say, like, F it? No. Completely different. I don't want people thinking about Daniel Radcliffe when they watch this show.
Well, the movies didn't technically cast somebody who was identical to how Harry looked. Harry's mother had green eyes, okay? Mm-hmm. Harry in the movie has blue eyes, okay? So when they say, you have your mother's eyes, his mother's eyes are supposed to be like this greenish color. Okay, so his eyes were nothing like Lily's eyes, right? I honestly feel like, here's kind of my stance on it. If the person can play the role well and they did the audition and they were just better than everybody, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Because put it this way, and I know Michael Gambon passed away, but Michael Gambon didn't read the books when he played Dumbledore. I did not like him as Dumbledore. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. You were great in other movies. I didn't like you as Dumbledore. And I always point to that scene in Goblet of Fire that I have made fun of a couple times on the podcast.
Yeah. Did you put your name on that for her?
Yeah. Harry Potter, did you put your name in the goblet? And you read the book passage and it says Dumbledore asked Harry calmly. You know, so
yeah.
As long as this guy who got cast... And by the way, these are rumors. I don't even know if these are confirmed castings. I think I saw 3 pictures of the kids playing Harry Potter. Because here's what if I'm the casting director for Harry Potter, I don't want the kid to look like Daniel Radcliffe. I need him to be distinct from Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, because you don't want to sit there thinking like, it's not him. You know?
And if you look up John Lithgow's age, can you look it up? He's got to be in his 60s.
Yeah.
And he's a healthy looking 60.
Yeah, he's 60. He's 79.
That's a risky. All right, so I want the same Dumbledore from season 1 to season 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be 86, 87 by the end of it.
Assuming they keep a annual schedule, annual cadence for this, yeah.
And by the way, the kids have to age, okay?
Yeah.
So the kids that they cast for this, you kind of have to do a Stranger Things type of thing. These kids have to be... So Harry has to be probably around 13. Whoever they cast for Harry has to be somewhere between 13 to 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But a young-looking 15. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you need that by the time he gets to the end of this series that he looks like an 18 to 19-year-old kid. Okay? He needs to look like an 18 to 19-year-old teenager, young adult by the time he gets to the end of this thing. He can't be looking like a scrawny kid.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to keep up with an annual release pattern, you know, you got to think about the age of who you're casting. Now, the guy they cast for Snape is very young. You won't have an issue there. Unless some, you know, God forbid, I don't want to talk about morbid stuff. Like, we don't have to talk about the morbid stuff. John Lithgow is not a bad casting. He's American, though, right?
Yeah,
Isn't John Lithgow American?
I mean, I definitely don't think he's English.
Can you look it up real quick?
Yeah, I can look it up.
I hope he's English. I thought J.K. Rowling forbid people from being cast who
In
were
the
not
movies,
English.
yeah. I don't know how much say she has in the...
She's advising. She's
in the
advising.
show. He's an American actor, so...
Is it confirmed? Is it absolutely confirmed that he's...
I think that's the one that has been confirmed. I've heard some other things of...
Yep, he will be playing Albus Dumbledore.
Yeah. I've heard other things like, I don't know,
Look,
Cillian Murphy might play Voldemort or...
That would be such a dumb...
Quirrell.
I mean, I personally think that would not be...
I don't... look, I love Cillian Murphy. I don't want him to act in this show. Like, I feel like... Man, I feel like this is going to get me in hot water. Like, I feel like it would be a step down for him at this point with, like, the things I've seen him cast in recently. I feel like it might be a step down. I have high hopes for the show. Like, I want to watch the show. I really do. But
Maybe because I know John Lithgow is the Trinity killer. That I can't
I know.
take him
See, that's where I
seriously.
see him all the time. And I actually didn't. I just bought the Shrek like 4 movies over the weekend because we started watching it with our daughter.
Okay.
And she's liking it. And I just realized he's in Shrek.
I'm
didn't
seeing
know.
some pictures of John Lithgow now. John Lithgow's in Shrek. Who does he play?
I think he's Lord Farquaad. I think so.
Interesting.
I'll double check.
If you look at the picture I sent you now from Google, I could see it. It's a type of look on his face that I'm looking. It's a type of look in the eyes that I'm looking for with Dumbledore. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, he's Lord Farquaad in Shrek.
Let me see who's playing Snape. That's what we're gonna go. Next.
Paapa
That
Essiedu.
is-
Is Essiedu?
Okay, he's a good actor. I'm gonna tell you straight up, he is a good actor. I am very interested. I would love to see the audition tape on how he went about playing Snape. He's signing his contract to play Severus Snape in the upcoming HBO.
What?
No, I'm just looking through pictures and looking at the headlines.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this would look badass. I'm not gonna lie. This would look really cool. There's a picture of him with like long dreads because he does have to have long black hair, and there's a way you could pull it off that I think would look really cool.
Huh.
And I know that's fan casting, and they're just photoshopping that. I think,
Yeah.
but I could see that. You're obviously gonna go away from the book description, but I personally don't have an issue with that. Personally, just like when I used to argue with people for the Little Mermaid casting, I was like, I don't care. Is she good with it? Like, it's a new generation. It's not critical to the role. They didn't say like, oh, she has to be white and have red hair. I know people are gonna be like, why do you have to change the original? Because it's not the original. It's not the original. Now, granted, I know Snape, they describe him as white and black long hair, and to me, here's what's more important. If you stay close to the source material, is what's important to me. That's what's important to me. Now, here's where I would change it. Here's where I do draw the line. If they make 007 a chick, I'm not for that. If they decided to make Harrietta Potter, I'm not for that. Okay?
James Bond, Jane Bond.
Yeah, don't do Jane Bond. First and foremost, the box office will plummet because that is not what the character is. It's not a woman. So that's where I draw my line. But as long as they're not changing the core element of the character itself, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I would argue, everybody's saying this TV show is going to suck. I'm going to go on the deep end. I'm going to say this TV show is going to be better than the movies. 100%. 100%. And if they somehow are worse than the movies, they have failed entirely.
Yeah, I think, like, if you're going to do a show on Harry Potter at this point, I mean, this is turned into the Harry Potter episode, but if you're going to do a show, like a TV show on Harry Potter...
it's my favorite book series ever.
Yeah.
We might end the podcast after that TV series because there's nothing going to be better.
I've not read the books. My wife has bought them, so I might read them at some point. But
you have to.
From my many conversations with you on Harry Potter, if you're going to do a TV show on Harry Potter, you have to go after the audience and try and solve the problem of the fact that the movies did not line up with the books. Like it did in a lot of ways, I'm sure, but there's many things that I've heard over the years that just did not line up with the books. And I feel like this is an area to like maybe bridge the gap, like get the book lovers in love with the show as well. So I don't know.
My goal as a director is that
you wanted to direct this.
I get to direct Dumbledore's funeral episode.
Yeah,
that's my goal, guys. I'm
well,
putting it out there.
You know, people can find you on Contra, and maybe will grab you.
I have until season. I have until season 6, maybe season 7 of the series, to get there.
Yeah.
All right.
Season 7. I had heard a rumor.
Bro, imagine how epic this clip would be if 6 years from now or 7 years from now, I'm directing the Dumbledore funeral episode, and you're like, holy crap. And people are looking back like,
holy crap.
Booster, look, he was a nobody. You know, he was doing a podcast, and he was begging people to get 1,000 subscribers. Now look at him.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be funny.
I would say devour feculence.
Yeah. I did hear... I mean, I don't think it's true because Paapa, I'm going to mess up his name. It's Essiedu. He is confirmed as Snape at this point, right? It's not just a rumor anymore. He's signed?
Unless that article I just read.
Okay, so we're assuming it's confirmed. I had seen a post somewhere. I don't know who posted it, but they were like Adam Driver as Snape.
Hell no.
Really?
No,
He looks a lot like Snape kind of looks, though.
Just because you look like somebody doesn't mean that you.
That's
be good
true.
playing.
That's 100% true. 100% true.
And remember, you also have to find actors who are willing to commit the next decade of their life to this role.
TV show, yeah.
Okay. I don't know his name. Snape guy. I already said he's a good actor because I've seen him in Gangs of London. So I know he's a good actor.
Essiedu.
He's big, but he's not big. He's not like. And he's in a portion of his career that this is an iconic role. This is a role you don't pass up.
That's why I don't want to see Cillian Murphy in this show.
No, you can't. He just won an Oscar. You
can't do it.
No, you can't. You cannot dedicate. Now, do I think he would kill Voldemort? 100%.
Oh my God.
100%. I think he would be fantastic as Voldemort. But I don't think he should be Voldemort.
No.
I don't. I don't know who they're going to get for Voldemort. It's a very important casting as well.
Yeah.
Very important. I'm very curious who they're going to get for Sirius. There's a lot of roles I'm very curious about. Are the kids cast yet? Let me see.
Speaking
Harry Potter
of Sirius,
that's going to be the
Black,
last one they announce.
I would imagine so. It's going to be the big like mic drop casting moment. Speaking of Sirius Black, are you all caught up on Slow Horses?
No, man, I'm not.
Really? Are you into the show or just?
I'm Oh, they also got Janet McTee to play Minerva McGonagall.
Oh, that'll be good.
That's all. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. To be honest, that's my favorite of all the castings so far. The Lithgow one and the Paapa Essiedu are the biggest question marks to me.
I like Lithgow, but yeah, he is the Trinity killer. First and foremost for me.
That's the problem. He's a very hateable character there, so we'll see. You asked me, have I watched Lower? No, I'm so behind, but I'm looking forward to binging that eventually.
Well, I was saying though, are you into the show? Like you like it?
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 2 episodes in. I don't know how much I can.
To the
like it,
first season?
Yeah.
Jesus, dude! Like, watch the
The
fucking
last thing
show.
The last thing I remember, I think the girl from there is so cute.
Which one? The one from Peaky Blinders?
No, her name is Sid.
Oh, she's the girl from Bates Motel, right?
And she's in A House of the Dragon.
She is? Oh, yeah. That's her. Yeah. Bates
Yeah,
Motel,
I think
House of
so.
the Dragon. That's her. Yep.
She's so pretty.
I know her first from Bates Motel, which is a great show. But I loved that TV series, Bates Motel.
Yeah.
I did. Did you not watch it?
I'm not a fan of like all the killer freaky stuff.
It's
man.
not. It's
How
just,
much are we
but
getting?
it's based on a classic. Like it's.
Yeah,
it's
but
good.
how much would Hitchcock approve that they made a TV show about Norman Bates? Would he approve?
I
think so.
think it's a really
That's not
good
why I don't watch
show. I liked it a lot. The mother was so, oh my god, so cringy. But Freddie Highmore was like, he was really good. Like he portrayed that
He's a
character
genius
very well.
doc. What is his new role? The smart doctor? What is it?
The doctor. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've watched some of that show. I'm not too into the show itself, but I will say he kills the character. Like he nails it. Great guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only heard good things about it. I've only heard good things.
It's a good watch. Like if you,
I'll take your word.
Yeah, if you have time and you just want to binge something, it's a fun watch. I like it.
Why don't you do your first ever solo pod and do a Bates Motel?
I'm gonna have to do a rewatch. The first thing came out like 2013.
Oh, God. There's a couple things I want to rewatch. I want to rewatch Mad Men. It's about time I do a Mad Men rewatch.
I watch an episode of Mad Men every now and then. It's just such a good show. I feel like what we need to do.
We shouldn't even release this episode. This whole rabbit hole we've gone down.
Yeah.
We should release this as a separate episode. You should just chop this off and make it like.
Why not? Like bonus. It's just a bonus
Yeah,
thing.
bonus. Let's just make a Harry Potter casting talk. This will be a standalone episode.
Why not?
I think it's good content.
Let's do it. We'll do it. You might hear some of us talking about the fact that we were going to do it this way in the bonus content, but we've done it. Great.
I would love to do a read through of all the Harry Potter books and drop them on the podcast. Like read through books 1 through 7 as an audiobook and do chapters, like every single chapter.
Interesting.
That would be awesome.
I could probably swallow that as like an audiobook. I don't think I have so many books I need to actually like sit down and read. I don't know if I'd be able to get through them all. It'd be a fun one. Yeah. I was gonna say though about the whole Mad Men thing. It's on our gauntlet, right? Like it's on the gauntlet of top TV shows that we want to talk about at some point. I wonder if what we should do is just take our sweet old time with it and watch one episode. Just be like, dude.
Look,
we're gonna cover one episode of this show right now.
Listen, guys, we cannot do any. We have a few Gauntlet TV shows: Mad Men, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 5.
I love the asterisk there. It's just great, necessary, but great.
I don't know what else goes in the Gauntlet. Peaky Blinders, selfish interest Gauntlet show, but it's not really deserving of the Gauntlet necessarily. But it's what kicked off the podcast, and it's one of our favorite shows, so we'll put it there. We don't touch a Gauntlet show coverage until we hit 100K subs. Short of 100K subs, you guys do not get the compendium 7-season Mad Men treatment. We hit 100K, we'll not only do Mad Men, we'll do Breaking Bad, we'll do all of them. Mm-hmm. Maybe Breaking Bad will make you wait till 500,000.
Maybe.
Just saying. We can't like just be giving these things willy-nilly. We gotta tease, give something to work towards. We need some milestones on this channel. We can't even hit 1,000. What is this? You know what? We're gonna recast the podcast. Paapa Essiedu is gonna play Zach. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
And that's how we end it. Hot damn.
John Lithgow is gonna play me.
Oh my god. I'd rather have Cillian Murphy play me. That'd be great.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah,
What do you
who
think
wouldn't,
of
right?
somebody?
He's gonna play both of us. He's just that good.
Can I have Brad Pitt play me?
Brad Pitt.
He'll always be eating something on camera.
Like an
That's
apple.
the thing with Brad Pitt. He's always
Yeah.
eating in every movie he's in. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Zach, do you want to do the outro?
Thank you for listening to this episode of, I guess, our hot takes on like the Harry Potter like casting or something by Story Archives. So you can find this anywhere you find podcasts, Apple, Spotify. You can visit us on YouTube at Story Archives Podcast. You can visit our website at soapbox.house. You'll find links there to our email and a bunch of our other little social platforms if you want to catch up on some of that fun old micro content.